Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Brights, it's episode 113 of Brights, and we're here with you today for the Champions League group stage draw, and then the first game of that Champions League group stage. One thing to note is that it's 9:30 now. Obviously I've got to sim through about a month or so of games before we can play that game. For the first time in 2 years, I'm working on Monday. I'm also working next Monday too. It's a bit weird. I want to know if that shift's going to keep coming up or not. Beside the point, so you might see me film this group stage game first, and then I might have to go to work and come back and then do it as at another time. So if you don't see the straightaway clip and it's a bit different in the background or wearing something different, that's probably why. Anyhow, we are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the group stage draw and how we've been going in the league. And in the league, we've been doing okay. We've been doing all right. The first thing I'm going to say is our two key signings in Mbappe and Petra, or Peter as I love to call him, topping the list in terms of our in terms of our player stats, highest goals, having highest match rating, assists, and we're going to go through one game specifically to show you how well it's been. Anyway, since that Community Shield win, we have played Chelsea and we beat them 4-2 in a crazy game of football. Matteo made a mistake for the own goal that was of Daniel, even though Daniel didn't get the own goal, apparently because Matteo came for it and Daniel didn't let it go and Daniel went in. If he'd let it go, it would have been Matteo's ball and it would not have went in. He got the mistake for that. I don't understand how Football Manager works that one out. It was a bit weird. Apart from that, though, all the action came first half, then second half it just kind of was we could have won this game by a few more goals. We probably could have been a bit more better defensively. But as you can see, Mbappe scoring a double and getting a man of the match. There we are. Against West Ham 2-0. All pretty good too. Unfortunately, Adrian picked up a little bit of a knock. And Adrian, in the 4 games he's played so far in the league, no goals, averaging a 6.3, which I thought with Mbappe coming in, it would be good. I will say this, especially in the Spurs game, which I'm going to show you in a second, which we should have won by about 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. 2 times Adrian was at the back stick free, and all he had to do was tap it in. And 2 times William and No from deep trying to get there first, and one was a header and the other one was like some slide tackle thing. And he missed both. Anyway, I know he got a man of the match here. As you can see, Rojas, though, coming off the bench. That's another thing to say. Rojas has been pretty good off the bench at the moment. And definitely, if Adrian's form keeps up, will definitely come in. As you can see, again, another win here. Another game where we could have scored a lot more. Rojas started because of Adrian's injury. He played well. Mbappe got another one. And Nakamura scored one as well. And it wasn't too bad there as well. But the Spurs game is a big one to talk to you about, because this game should have been about 5, 6, or 7. We missed so many clear-cut chances. Before we even scored in the 14th minute, we had 3 clear-cut chances, didn't put them away. But the goals that you need to see is pretty simple, because Mbappe is doing this sort of thing every goal, basically. Both goals that you've seen has been how Mbappe scored every single goal. It is a bit quick because this Spurs game had as you can see from the long highlight, it had a minute and a half highlight to end the game. It was doing my head in because I wanted to get to the Champions League draw. But as you can see, Arthur gets the ball, picks it up. I like the second one more than the first one, but the first one kind of highlights his right, and then the second one is on his left, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the ball falls to William and No. No wheels around here and finds Miranda. Miranda then turns, and we get the ball back out the other way. And now just look at the space we get Mbappe into. Ball goes to Arthur. I think it gets in the end, it's Peter that plays in this first pass, and the No plays in the second one. If we eventually work it there. Come on, guys. Go a bit quicker. Anyway, I'm waiting for it. I just saw it. Anyway, it does fall to Peter. And see, Peter just lays it into his path. And Mbappe one touch, right foot, cross, keeper, goal. There we are. Peter, by the way, playing as a Mazzala, has been on form. 3 assists in the 4 games that he's played so far. And against Chelsea, he was pretty poor. Anyway, Nakamura there. Great crunching challenge. And then another one by Miranda. You just think, wow, we're really up for this game. Peter into a No. But look at Mbappe's run. Inside his man, one touch, left foot, pick it out. He's been quite good. He's leading our goals. He's already scored 5 in the 4 league games. We're currently undefeated in 4. So are Arsenal, and Arsenal have been spanking teams for fun. Like, they spanked Bournemouth, who haven't started as well they have. They've got 1 win, 3 losses. I kind of talked them up in the hope, in the press conference that usually comes about, hoping to get some complacency, or hoping that FM will be like, yeah, they're not going to be in the title race. And it seemed to have worked. I just didn't want Bournemouth to come out and be superbly good like last season. Anyway, Champions League draw, let's get into it. We should be seeded first for this, so we are obviously going to draw us all out. We are in Group F yet again. Alright, so let's see who we can get in this second draw, hey? Preferably Olympic Lyon. Monaco wouldn't mind. Valencia wouldn't mind. Napoli wouldn't mind. Porto wouldn't mind. I don't want Madrid, Bayern, or Atletico. We are going to go to automatic draw, especially after Atletico last season was like hard. Napoli go out straight away. It's not what we want. Monaco go out again. Wow, there's 2 of the big names. Bayern go out. That's good. Real Madrid, please. Olympic Lyon. Alright, we're in trouble here. Porto. We're not Valencia. Always freaking Madrid. It's not Atletico, it's Real. Alright, Real. Now we need an easy tie. We stop the automatic draw. Bayern 4's out. Spartak Moscow, PSV, Fenerbahce. You know, I don't want standard. I do not want standard after last season. Roma. Standard go out. That's good. Fenerbahce went out. That's not great. We could get PSV. I actually don't mind anyone. PSV's not bad. Spartak Moscow, Rangers would have been okay too. And then we don't want Herva, and we can't get Bournemouth, which is good. So, to be honest, anyone really there we should be beating. Like, I think the worst one there would be Red Star or Copenhagen. At the moment, they haven't all gone out. I'll take anyone, really. Lokomotiv Moscow. There we are. So, that is the group. Yeah, draw the next team. That's fine. So, we are down in Group F. And we go to the group stage and go... It's going to make me draw like this, is it? I just want to view our group. Anyway, Real Madrid we know a lot about. Real Madrid are currently still interested in Nicolas Adrien. You go to their profile, this is their key player, the winger, the 22-year-old has grown into sensational winger. This is a guy that we actually had scouted because he was really good. Courtois still there, and Courtois still unbelievably good, the 36-year-old. Hassan Amir is the Frenchman playing in the middle, and he's obviously quite elite. You know, they've got a very good squad. Jurgen's still there as well after he left Liverpool. Elmer's just moved from Man City, and they still want Adrien, and he's captain of Spain. You can see why. They've got quite a squad. The squad's actually quite short by comparison, though. A few injuries, they could be in some trouble. Anyway, we are going to go back to our group, obviously. We will take a look at PSV's group. PSV have been weird, because I know they've won the Eredivisie a couple of years ago. There we are, that's there. They finished second last season. Thiago Maia is a player. We did play PSV a couple of years ago, and the tide hasn't really changed. That's a new vice-captain, don't know who that is, but Taz is there. But yeah, it's a very similar side to what we played. You know, Andrew Alcott's there on loan, which is cool. One of our current players. Looking to sell him on though as well. But yeah, very similar squad to what we played many years ago. Delamonte's still there as well. So there's a team that should be beating in PSV. And we go down, obviously, Lokomotiv Moscow I haven't played yet at all, and I'm expecting this team to be very interesting. You know, Bongonvi there in the middle is not too bad. We go to all players. You know, Dos Santos is in goals. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Robert at the back, Kursev. It's not the worst team as well. You know, I feel like it's okay. If they've got any regions that we have a look at, if that's their starting striker, we're going to be okay against Moscow, Lokomotiv of Moscow as well. So we are going to pause the Champions League game. In terms of the group, I would have obviously have liked not to get Real Madrid because I want to top the group. However, we beat Real Madrid last time. We played them 5-1 at the Stadium of Light in the game where we lost 4-0 away from home. We went out on away goals in that tie. It was a quarter-final tie or first knockout round tie in our first ever Champions League campaign with Sunderland. You know, we lost 4-0. We conceded in the 94th minute, 93 minutes of added time as well away at Madrid. If that didn't happen, we would have went through that night where we won 5-1 and we could have won 7, 8 or 9. Courtois made a lot of good saves. And Adrien didn't put a lot of chances away. Anyhow, I just want to know who this game is going to be against, but that's the next game that you will see. It should click over and do all the fixtures now as we continue on. I'm really excited for this Champions League group stage, especially with Mbappe. With Mbappe now, I feel like we can beat any team in the world. There we are. Obviously, there we go. The group stage has been drawn, so we're now going to get to see who we got. Our first game is going to be against PSV away from home, but that will be the end of the episode, and then you will see the Real Madrid doubleheader, and then obviously you see... it's not a Real Madrid doubleheader, but you see Lokomotiv Moscow and Real Madrid, and then Real Madrid PSV. You will see every game here YouTube because we're all about hoping and praying that you know, we get through the group top and that this season will be the season we actually finally win it. But from Damien from Sunderland from Bright Lights, that's the end of part 1 of episode 113, and I'll see you in just a second for the PSV game. Welcome back, YouTube. Here we are. It's our first group stage game against PSV. Since we obviously met for the draw, we did have a couple of games. We had Leeds where we won 3-0. In the end, it was a pretty dominant display from a rotated Sunderland side. Yet again, though, like I mentioned, Adrian's been in poor form. I ended up taking him off at halftime. Missed a penalty, 6.0. Getting quite annoyed that Nicolas has parted so slowly. In this game here, we just had a lot of injuries, and we are going to speak about injuries in a second, but we did come back to beat Fulham 4-2. We were at 1-1, we then went 2-1 down. I then decided to bring Mbappe on. I, also brought in William Minot, and then in the end, it was a 4-2 win. Kind of just said, I've had enough here, Fulham. I want to maintain our winning run. We haven't lost yet in the Premier League. We also haven't drawn yet in the Penal League, so we are still quite on fire. We do have PSV today. We do have to talk about injury slightly. Harry Wilson's obviously out. Miranda has picked up an injury on Spanish duty, so he's out for the next couple of weeks. Dyer picked up a couple of weeks, a 5-week injury in that Fulham game. And Bob in training just picked up a 5 to 10 day injury. It wasn't worth giving the injection. So we still got a pretty decent bench. I'm hoping this is the Adrian of old, of his first season. Wouldn't score in the league for a while, and then went on a goal-scoring run, but scored in every Champions League game we played. So hopefully that happens here today. Obviously, Madrid have Lokomotiv Moscow, who Madrid are going to pump. But with the injuries in mind, we do have Van Dijk coming in here. He'll play all right out there on the left. We then have Dosek, who's just come back from injury, probably needs about 90 minutes under his belt, and everyone else is really the same. Mbappe's been in great form at the moment. Obviously, since we played Haller out there, we need to switch it back to an inside forward on attack. And let's get into it here today. As I said, I've done this as a YouTube special episode of this PSV game. We will be going live, I would imagine, in not too distant future after this game to go and complete the group stage game. And obviously, I'll film those games for the rest of YouTube. We know about this PSV side. We did look at it in the last episode. So I'm just going to tell the boys, just we're favourites for a reason. Let's go out there and let's get a win. And let's go do what we do best, which is press the absolute living daylights out of teams, put chances away, because we have players that can do that. Adrian should be able to do that, but hasn't done it in a while. So we'll see how things go, but hopefully we'll be okay. Right foot there as well. Obviously, Diamante on his right foot and Van Iljima on his left. Team's coming in good form. I enjoy these matches a lot. Look, if we're serious about topping the group, we can't afford to not lose games. That's a bit quick. That was the Fulham game. There, as you can tell, when I'm playing off stream, when games start petering out, you start getting those pointless highlights the last 10 minutes, not much is happening, or you get that big, long, pointless highlight towards the end, which I think Football Manager really needs to cut out when it's like a minute and a bit long. I just blitz it and don't really care. Anyway, Moreno on the ball. Here goes Hector into Mbappe, comes inside, finds William Minot. He's been in great form, I've got to say, William Minot. Anyway, Moreno whips it in towards Adrian, doesn't win it, and it's headed away, but only as far as Dosek, who's playing in that bit of a deeper role, which allows Petra to get forward. Anyway, Nakamura beats a couple, comes inside, and he doesn't score too many with his right foot, but Yama Nakamura, who scored just as many as Mbappe this season, puts it in there. Not to be outdone, the other winger. Yama is still a great player, don't worry. Yama is sensational. We love Yama, and he's proving that he's world class, because he's on the same level as Mbappe all so far out this season. Good little run there. Wrong foot's the keeper. Keeper really looking for that far post shot, and Nakamura slots it into his near post, and we are 1-0 up against PSV. Now, if we can go and put the pressure on and get a second, hopefully we can put a few past PSV and just get this game over and done with. Anyway, Del Monte on the ball into Amati. Amati now looking for a run. Does find Sergi Dardia. That's a good ball to Vonk. Vonk's in 1v1. Matteo should have saved it. In the end, Jurgen Vonk scores. And with their first chance going forward, PSV do make it 1-1. Matteo really should have pulled off a better save there. And in the end, it's through the keeper and in. It was a good little bit of play, but no one really picked him up. Daniel just kind of stood there yet again. Kim Jan would step across. Kim Jan would just do something defensively. Daniel has moments where he just falls asleep. Anyway, Dosek from the corner whips it in. Back stick there, headed away. Only as far as Ives. Ives should be able to retain possession. Finds Daniel. Daniel now out the other side. Surely there's space. In the end, it eventually goes out to Dosek. Dosek now into Nakamura. Comes inside yet again. Still Nakamura. Looks for an effort from distance. Wasn't really on. There was 4 or 5 people around him. And now Delamonte on it again. Here we go. PSV. A good ball inside the box. Vonk's in again. Vonk should have made it 2-1. And this is where we tell the boys, all right, lads, we've seen enough. Get creative. Let's go. Petra there. He's got a good free kick. Back stick towards Daniel. Doesn't fall there. Nakamura somehow missed from a yard out. All he had to do was just put it in the back of the net. And in the end, should have run anyway. And no, into Dosek. Dosek now with the ball. Into Petra. Petra and Nakamura. Nakamura to Petra. Petra again into Nakamura. Nakamura now chips it in there. Blocked. Is this going to be a pointless highlight? Are they going to hit us on the break? Long ball forward. It is all okay. And it is still 1-1. 30 minutes played, not been our best half at all. Yet again, Adrian can't find the back of the net at all. He's missed a couple of penalties anyway. Good tackle from Moreno, wins the ball into Mbappe, who has been quite quiet, but Mbappe only needs 5 minutes to get a couple of goals and we okay. And Mbappe finds Van Dijk. Van Dijk now back into William Minot. William Minot into Petra. Petra now back to Minot. He can pick a pass. He does find Moreno inside on the box. Gets to the byline, cuts it. There he is. He finally scores his first goal for the season. And Adrian breaks his goal scoring droughts. And in the end, it was a great move too from Sunderland. Moved the ball around well. Moreno in the space. Great ball out from William Ano. Ano's been, this season, getting into these areas where he's a bit deeper facing forward and picking up passes. It's been great. And Adrian there at the back stick. Look, even Nicholas Adrian out of form's going to score that one, and it's good to see him banging that one in. Anyway, good tackle from Tazi. Moreno's ball in his block, but Petra now moves around, finds Dosek. Dosek now with it. Still with Dosek. Good ball out to Moreno. Moreno picks the ball up. Great ball back stick. Nakamura's there. That's 3-1. In a couple of minutes, Sunderland have got their second goal in front. Nakamura with his second for the game as well. And we are 3-1 up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Dosek with a great ball out here too for Moreno. Moreno, all he has to do is take a touch, get forward, bang, whips it in back stick. As good of a ball you like. Keeper's kind of eliminated with a ball like that. And in the end, all Nakamura had to do was oblige with the finish, which he did. Anyway, though, 47 minutes played, 3-1 up. Absolutely loving life. I'm very happy with the way things are going. We'll keep it up in a second. However, I can just hear my mum rocked up, so the dogs are about to bark, so I'll be back in just a second. Dogs are barked. We're back. Everybody's happy with team talk. We're 3-1 up here. We had a bit of a heart scare. 1-1, PSV, first real chance they went forward, but here we go. Second half, look, if we can just put our foot down here, get a couple more, it would be okay. Anyway, though, it's the ball for PSV. That's what we don't want, is a PSV early goal here and just turn it into a frantic game. But Ano presses in well, and off we go. On the break, William Ano has killed Adrian there. All he had to do was find Adrian's feet, and it would have been okay. In the end, though, he has killed him, and it's a long ball. Diamante flicks on, but Daniel reads the play. Into Van Dijk. Van Dijk looking long, finds Nakamura. Nakamura now puts it in there. Adrian, good touch. Lou reels around. Back stick, though, looking for Moreno. Moreno now, in the end, though, doesn't whip it, and it might be PSV again on the break. It's been a very lengthy highlight, this one there. Vonk's in again. Vonk should score. Mateo does not enough, and it's 3-2. The keeper's not covering himself in glory, but there's a guy having a shocker, and his name is freaking Daniel. Every time I put faith in Daniel, every time he's world-class, the game describes him world-class, he just has a shocker. And then every time that he's, we're out of form, he just simple shit. Pick your man up. In the end, we have to go back to sweating this game out. 3-2. Can we just go and find something else now? William Ano and Mbappe not having the best. Anyway, Nakamura's header is wide. Real Madrid actually took 51 minutes to go ahead against the Moscow too, which maybe thinks that Moscow might be a bit difficult. But look, there we are. Anyway, with this in mind, I am going to pause here. They've now gone 2-0 up. And I'm going to make my second change. And this is the first time that I'm doing this, but Mbappe's off for Haller, and Mbappe's been dragged. He's not really created much of an outlet today, and he's on a booking, and I don't want him to get sent off. Anyway, Dosek's instead got himself sent off because he's a fucking dickhead. This game's turning into a sweat where it didn't need to be. In the end, I've already made 2 changes. We are going to make our third. Durant Miguel's going to come in for William Ano. We are going to bring Miguel into here as a deeper line playmaker on defend. Now, what we might do is even do that and then just get Petra in the middle and get him an advanced playmaker on attack. We might just go like that, and then with the 10 men, still stay on the front foot, but we're capitulating here, ladies and gentlemen. Just capitulating. Anyhow, throw in Moreno, Durant Miguel, Miguel into Moreno, ball in, backstick, Nakamura! Good save from the keeper, but he finishes there, and it's 4-2, and there we go. Hopefully, danger is averted yet again from Nakamura. In the end, though, 4-2, look, we've made it hard for ourselves. We've gone down to 10 men. Twice we've led by 2 goals, and twice, first time around, we let them back into it, but hopefully this time now we can see it out here. We really need to be winning these games if we want to get through the Champions League in the top spot here with Real Madrid in the group. We made it very hard for ourselves here in Holland, but at the moment, you watch them score. As soon as we've opened our mouths, Tazi with the ball on this left-hand side, backstick, no one picking him up. In the end, he's hit the post. And it's just been a shocker at the back from us all day. Anyway, Obus with the ball, back inside, into Jarzi. Jarzi from distance. 4-3. 4-3. They're going to score here, aren't they? They're going to make it 4-4. They're going to win this game 5-4, aren't they? We're doing our best to throw this game away. Doing our best to throw this game away. Obzi with the ball. Still with Obzi. Into Jarzi. Jarzi's hit. It's a great hit too. Mateo can't save that one there. And there we are. Free kick, Adrian. Adrian hits it. Bottom bins in the end. Post and keeper. Would have been a nice goal for him to score. Get a double and just get back into it. In the end, they go long. Very, very long. Vonk's on it. Vonk's picked it up. Vonk's having an absolute wonder. Cuts it. Block. Falls to Jarzi. Mateo, what a save. Falls to Marvin Obzi. 4-4. Who didn't see that one coming? We didn't. We love shooting ourselves in the foot in the fucking Champions League. And we're doing it yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Doing it yet again. Anyway, get creative, boys. Can we find a goal maybe with not too long left? I do believe in the team that is out there. 87 minutes, Vonk heads on, but only as far as Moreno. Moreno now picks it in the eyes. We still have the numbers out there. Even with 10 men, I still reckon we can create. In the end, it's a long ball towards Nakamura. Nakamura's there. He's got Adrian on the pullback. Instead, he goes himself. Just cut it, son. Cut it. Adrian was there screaming for it. Nakamura went for glory. Haller now with the ball. Pops it in here, hopefully. He's good from set pieces, is Haller. Time wasting for whatever freaking goddamn reason. Haller puts it in there, headed away, but only as far as Kim Jen. Will Kim Jen be able to put it back in the mixer? He won't. Time's going to tick away. There's 5 minutes out of time. It's another corner. It's Haller. Haller whips it in. Backstick. Ives! Come on! Yet again, we always do it the freaking hard way here at Sunderland. But Ives goes late doors. And there we go. Time waste, yes. Just see it out. See it out. Please, for the love of God, see it out. I've tried everything to avoid this. But Football Manager has yet again gone, nah, we've got to make it difficult. But yet again, this Sunderland team rises to the occasion. 5-4 here in Holland against PSV, a team we should be beating easily on paper, but instead it is 5-4. Time's ticked away. If they score from a 96-minute corner, I am going to lose it. Headed away, only as far as Sergi Dardia. Dardia's got to score. Jazi's got to turn and hit. Inter Limano, what a tackle from Kim Jan. And that's why he'll be starting over Daniel for the foreseeable future. Daniel had a shocker. Kim Jan apparently had a shocker too off the bench, but that tackle was worth its weight in goals. Adrian's finally found himself one. We have somehow gone and blown a 2-goal lead twice here, and we're one of the best teams in Europe apparently, according to the bookies and to the reputation. PSV have basically showed us up, but we get a 5-4 win, a very hard-fought 5-4 win. I am going to send the assistant. I've told the boys that I'm happy that we've won to keep morale, but I've now had enough of this Dosek. You're being fined, developing concerns, eh? You've gone in and done that again. That's the second Champions League game in a row. The final, well, not the final, it was Standard Liège where he got sent off, and that. Anyhow, from Damien from Sunderland from Bright Lights, I'll see you next time. It will be more Champions League action with Lokomotiv Moscow and Real Madrid. I'll be back for those ones there. That's the end of episode 113. I'll see you for episode 140 in a second. If you liked the video, give it a like. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, links in the description below so you can come watch all this madness unfold on Twitch. From Damien from Sunderland from Bright Lights, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.